Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is when your brain only accepts information it already agrees with. If you believe something is true, you look for proof that supports it. At the same time, you ignore facts that challenge your belief. Over time, this makes opinions stronger, not smarter. Social media feeds this bias by showing you what you already like. Anchoring bias. Anchoring bias happens when the first information you hear becomes a reference point. Everything else is judged compared to that first number or idea. Even if the anchor is random, your brain sticks to it. This is why discounts look attractive after seeing a high original price. The anchor controls your judgment. Availability bias. Availability bias. If something comes to your mind easily, your brain thinks it happens a lot. You watch news about plane crashes. Suddenly flying feels dangerous. Even there are more car accidents taking place than plane crashes. Still, it feels more dangerous. Just because you remember it easily doesn't mean it's common. Dunning-Kruger effect. The Dunning-Kruger effect happens when people with little knowledge feel very confident. They don't know enough to realize what they're missing. As people learn more, confidence usually drops. True experts understand complexity and uncertainty. That's why real knowledge often sounds humble. Survivorship bias. Survivorship bias focuses only on success stories. You see winners and assume their path guarantees success, but you don't see the many who failed. Failure disappears from the picture. This creates unrealistic expectations about effort and results. Negativity bias. Negativity bias means negative experiences affect you more than positive ones. One bad comment can outweigh many compliments. This bias helped humans survive danger, but today, it increases stress and anxiety. Your brain gives more attention to threats than rewards. Bandwagon effect. The bandwagon effect is following the crowd. If many people believe something, it feels correct. This influences trends, opinions, and beliefs. Group approval replaces independent thinking. Halo effect. The halo effect is judging someone based on one positive trait. Attractiveness, confidence, or success affects perception. You assume other good qualities without evidence. Flaws get ignored. First impressions dominate judgment. Status quo bias. Status quo bias is preferring things to stay the same. Change feels risky, even when improvement is possible. Your brain chooses familiarity over better options. This keeps people stuck in bad habits. Loss aversion. Loss aversion means losses hurt more than gains feel good. Losing $100 feels worse than gaining $100 feels good. This makes people avoid risks. Fear controls decisions. Loss feels more powerful than reward. Endowment effect. The endowment effect happens when you value things more just because you own them. Once something is yours, it feels special. You overprice your own belongings. Ownership increases emotional attachment. Value becomes personal, not logical. Attribution bias. Attribution bias affects how you explain behavior. You blame others' mistakes on personality, but excuse your own mistakes as bad luck. You judge yourself by intentions. Others are judged by action. Illusion of control. The illusion of control makes you believe you influence random events. You feel skilled in situations ruled by chance. Luck feels like ability. This bias fuels gambling and risky behavior. Control is often imagined. Optimism bias. Optimism bias makes you believe things will turn out better for you. You underestimate risks. Bad outcomes feel unlikely. This can motivate action, but it can also lead to poor planning. Pessimism bias. Pessimism bias is expecting negative outcome. You focus on what can go wrong. Fear dominates thinking. This protects against disappointment, but it limits opportunity.